Well, most regulatory authorities are still upcoming, and I think most of them are established on old pieces of legislation, and their organization and management is still dire. It requires to be worked on so that they are able to respond much more effectively to the challenges that they are facing currently. For example, you would note that in terms of human resource, the problems that the health sector is facing is also affecting medicines regulation. There's brain drain even there. You can imagine you train somebody and within a short while, after they've gained the experience and they go away. So it becomes a bit of a challenge to retain and sustain human resource. Yeah, financing is another critical issue that needs to be looked at for regulatory authorities because they do not have adequate financing for them to carry out most of their activities. And then when it comes to infrastructure, you need to have adequate infrastructure for you to be able to perform. And for example, most of them do not have access to national quality control laboratories, and hence it becomes a challenge to conduct post-marketing surveillance. Even transportation is also another issue that is of concern because you can't be a walking inspector. You need some kind of transportation for you to be able to reach out to the vast countries that we have, like for example Zambia, 750,000 kilometers squared. It's a huge country, and without transportation you cannot do much. So those are some of the basic challenges that we are facing as NMRAs. We need to do more in terms of building capacity for our staff who are working in the regulatory authority. And when you look at like the major topic here is neglected medical conditions. And those neglected medical conditions are largely in Africa. And you find that regulators do not have adequate information on products that are being made available to our people. Most of them come on a waiver basis. That means they do not even go through the registration process. You exempt them from registration basically because the market is small. And then when it comes to post-marketing surveillance, it becomes a bit of a challenge on the part of the regulatory authority to be able to respond to issues that may be arising as a result of utilization of those products on our markets. So we need to work around these areas and see how best we can improve the situation, and of course improve network amongst the regulatory authorities, the well-resourced regulatory authorities, and those who are poorly resourced like ours, so that we're able to address these challenges together. And I think together as a unit is better than a single-handed person doing everything that they can to regulate.